Happy Friday. It is casual Friday up in this house. I'm just saying that. So, all right, we are going to get into it today. What we're going to talk about is the secret sauce to entrepreneurial success. The secret sauce to entrepreneurial success. All right, so just want to let you guys know you can win things. If you did not know that already, all you have to do is subscribe to YouTube, comment on YouTube videos, share the YouTube video to social media and tag myself or my business page in it so I can see that you did it. And really, that even sounds complicated, and it's not really even that complicated. So what you're really doing, you guys, is if you like this video, you're probably going to comment on this video, which comes natural, and then share the video into social media and just tag me in it. It's as easy as that. It's really not even complicated, okay? So there is that, and then whenever you win stuff, you're going to win stuff from my swag shop. So you just go to withmartha.com. Up at the very top, you click on shop, and that will take you into the swag shop, and you just pick out whatever you want, and we send it to you, and that's how it goes. One person every week wins a thing, all right? All right, let me go ahead and get that out of there. I'm super excited to talk today about the secret to entrepreneurial success. I had a lot of people, man, I see you guys in the live chat. Keep your comments coming, man. I will go ahead and swing back through afterward and put you guys up on screen if we have some time. I love to hear your questions. I love to hear your hey girl hays, all of that stuff, right? I don't know if you just heard Herman, but he's having a conniption out there. So anyway, what I've had a lot of people ask me about, especially in the last month or so, because there's a lot of new people coming into our world, right? Like we've got an onslaught of just new people that didn't even know that we were here, you know? And so this is all very new to them. And they're like, what is going on here? And so whenever, like last night, first of all, let me back up. The things that have been going on in our world for the past year or two have been pretty amazing. So far as any entrepreneur would be able to look at what's going on over here and be like, dang. Like anybody that we talk to when we go to masterminds, when we go to events, and when we just talk to people about business, they're like, dang, what are you doing? And of course I share what I'm doing because that's what I do. I just talk about what I'm doing. But there's something that's very important that you can't really duplicate what I do unless you have this one thing figured out and you have this one thing nailed down, because it's so important that even if you accidentally became successful, you wouldn't be able to sustain it if you didn't have this stuff sorted, if that makes sense, okay? So in the last year or two, I mean, my gosh, we're making like 7-figure months. We have moved into fantastic houses. We travel all of the time. Our girl goes to a school that we're so proud that she goes to. We get to walk her to school every day. That's like so important. It's the stuff, money doesn't matter, guys. Like it's the stuff that's important is like the time that we get to spend with her in the morning, walking her to and from school. Like that's beaver cleaver stuff to me. And that's like value, you know, that's like real good stuff. But then also I've been in a reality show. I just last night got asked to be in another reality show. I'm now a writer for Entrepreneur magazine. That just happened. I had a book published by Simon & Schuster, first book ever. Like, what in the world? We have another book coming out that's going to be launched November 11th. So 11/11. I actually have a pre-copy of it. Let me grab it. Oh, come on. It's right here. The Invincible Family Project. This is other families, these women here, other families that are doing this thing, that are actually creating invincible families. That's what we're here to do, guys. And so, so all of this stuff is happening, but the question that I always get from people is like, how do you do that? Like, how are you How are you really doing that? Like, what are the ones and twos behind it? And I'm a systems girl all day long, right? Like, I mean, you can't know me without knowing that I'm an uber geek and a total systems girl. And so the systems behind it, like that's HBR, right? Home-based revolution, my program, that's where I teach you the system behind it. You also need the mindset piece, because people will ask me, somebody asked me last night, how are you manifesting, is what they said. And I know what they meant. Manifesting to me is a little bit, I don't know. The word is a little like, I don't know, God blesses us. And that's how that goes. But anyway, our minds need to be in the right place, because the way that I see things is God gave us these amazing brains, these amazing tools that create our world around us. Everything that has been created here has started with a thought. And where does a thought start, right? Like we've been giving the scientists don't even truly understand the capability of our brains, right? And working with our brains and using the tools in our brains. And some people, like in the, in the Christian world, or I guess in the Christian world, some people will be like, well, let's not talk about brain science and stuff because it's of God. And I say, yes, absolutely. I trust and I surrender my life to God 100%. We're not, that's without question. I think that anybody that follows me already knows that. But we've been given these tools by God, and we're choosing not to use them. We're saying, like, why were we given these amazing things to be able to create the world around us, right? And really change the entire world, and then we choose not to use it? That is a narrative in a sticky situation that we've been like, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about that part of it too much anymore. I just want to talk about how, let's use it. Let's not even talk about not using it anymore, because my brain can't even comprehend why we wouldn't be doing that. But like, this is what we're here for. We've been given these tools. It's almost like you had a spoon. So you have a spoon in your garage and you have a shovel. And somebody's like, I need to dig a big hole. Say you need to plant a palm tree. I'm in Florida, right? Say you need to plant a palm tree, and you've got a spoon and you've got a shovel in the garage. If we're not choosing to really program our minds well, we are choosing the spoon. And it's like insanity to me. And so when people are like, how are you doing what you're doing? I work on my brain. I work on my mind every single day, every honking day. If you want to know the blueprint behind what I do every day, that's Big Think Revolution. Okay, that's at withmartha.com. So you can go to withmartha.com, go to courses at the top. I think it's the second one down, but it's Big Think Revolution. You will go through precisely what I do every day that has gotten me to this point. This is the same stuff I have done for the last 11-ish years. Okay, guys? This is how I got here. And of course, by God's grace. You match those two together. They're supposed to be matched together. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. They're supposed to be matched together. We have God's grace, and then we use the tools that God gave us. Here's the thing, guys. Here is the thing. Let's not ask for God's help on doing something in our life and then sit on the couch and wait for it to just happen. We have to take action. And the taking action part is getting your mind straight too, because here's the deal. You have been programmed since you were a baby, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not. You've been programmed to believe you can't. You've been programmed to believe you can't do anything almost. Not without somebody else's help, right? That's programming. What I'm suggesting is peeling off that programming. That's my suggestion. That's what I've done. I've peeled off all of the layers of limitations that had been programmed into me since I was a child. And that's not just family. That's not just well-meaning people saying things that they don't realize what they're saying. It's also the media. It's also the culture. It's also teachers. And it's all around us. And some mean well and some don't. But at the end of the day, the result is a human being that sits slouched over thinking they have no control over their own life, their own family, their own community, and how things turn out in their life. And that is so untrue. If you want to peel that stuff off, I would suggest Big Think. I suggest that. Because people are like, how'd you get here? And I didn't magically get here. I am abiding. I am surrendering daily to what God has for my life. Ask my team. There's not a day that goes by that I'm like, man, this is blessed, you guys. This is blessed. I'm holding off on this. I'm going on this. Because I wait for the nudges, the God nudges. I wait for that. But I also make sure that I have no limitations that are not of God anyway, right? I have no limitations around me, keeping me from being able to walk out God's will for my life. These limitations and these narratives that become our reality are not of the Father, you guys. And so when are you going to stop accepting them? If you knew, if it were a signed, sealed envelope coming from you know who it's coming from, would you still accept that narrative? Because that's what it is. You got to peel that stuff off. And you got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. I love you so much. You got to stop feeling sorry for yourself, and you got to just start saying, hey, listen, I own this moment. I sit in this moment. I own this moment. I choose this move. We can't sit and look at our past and say, man, that sucked. And so I can't believe I had to go through that and da-da-da-da-da. Get out of it. Get out of it. What are you doing? That isn't where growth happens. Growth happens right here, right now, forward facing. I love you guys. I'm so sorry I'm getting so amped up right now, but man, I feel like somebody out there needs to hear it like this. Okay, I'm going to stop yelling. But I love you. I wouldn't yell at you. That sounds terrible. I wouldn't yell, and I wouldn't even give a rip if I didn't love you. That's the thing. I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, man, just let them go and fluff up their life. Let them never know who they were meant to be. Let them never actually be who they really are. That's fine. I'm good. I don't really care if they're okay or not. But that's not me. And so I'm going to get mad about it. Because there's too many people licking wounds instead of moving forward and helping other people heal those wounds. Okay, guys. Where are we at in time? 14:46. Okay. All right, you guys. I do have to say this. Where is it? It's going up in price. I'm going to say it again. I mean, there's going to come a day where it goes up in price very soon. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I should have. And that's today. Just do it. Okay. Go to Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns. That's how you get an HBR. You pay once, you're in it for life. I am continuously adding into it. We now have a wealth strategist coming into it who's boss. And then we also have the most awesome thing coming up, which I'm not even going to tell you about, but it's crazy awesome. Everyone wins. Everyone wins. Let me go ahead and get that out of here. Let me put some people up here real quick. Cindy, I love your passion. I know when you raise your voice, you're excited and want to be sure we get it. That's it. That's it. Amanda, I love you too, Martha. Love you, and you're in Mike's heart. Oh, love you. Jennifer, I will watch this one over and over. Oh, and then also this content came from Danelle. So my strategists create my own content or give me the titles of what to talk about today. This one was from Danelle. So if you need help with the content that you need to create, then what you do is you just go to withmartha.com. And there's also a link in the description of this video for my business strategist. Click over to that. Just sign up with one of them. You get a whole hour of time. You go through a year of content. A year of content, you guys. And that is every single day of the year content. No joke. So anywho, I'm going to pop out of here. Have the best day. Bye, guys.